No,
I couldn't.
Gino, shut the up. It is.
I am watching it.
Hello, everybody. This is the Rejects Club. We're your hosts. Go, say it.
Okay, I'm Chris.
I'm Gino.
Hello.
Welcome to the Rejects
and we
Club.
Yep. Hi.
Wait, can we do that again? wait.
Are you not saying your name?
Oh, I didn't say my name.
I didn't even.
You did it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what the fuck?
Chris, leave all this in. Hello, everyone. We are the Rejects Club, and I am Jared. He is.
Okay, there's two of us. I'm Chris.
I was pointing at you.
I'm Gino.
How am I supposed to know that?
Whatever,
We're
man.
on Discord.
You're not on your game today already.
You changed the intro a little bit. I was like, wait, where's what happened?
And Gino, who are we? Who are we?
We are the Rejects Club. Welcome.
That was beautiful.
Welcome back, everyone. Some news. Yeah, okay. If you probably this is probably gonna come out way later, but yeah, I didn't tell you.
This is the end of November. Like we're recording this at the end of November.
Right. I think I just put an announcement on my YouTube channel. Like, so I updated my computer, right? iMovie crashed. Like, it was not, like, it was damaged. A lot of the, actually, no. Every single file that I had on iMovie already had damaged files because of the update. And because of that, I lost all of the files. And I ended up actually losing a lot of MP3s and JPEGs that I had along the way as well. So, like, a lot of recordings, all my videos, and some images were lost. So, like, yeah.
That's why I gotta have a backup card.
Actually?
Yeah, no, I lost, like, everything.
Oh, shoot.
That's how far ahead did you have stuff?
I had stuff that I was, like, working on, like, periodically, like, live action stuff that I was, like, planning on doing. And then I had, like, just regular videos, and videos for the Patreon up ahead, so like those are lost to time now. Yeah, it's not good. But the one, so like I posted a bunch to YouTube, right? So I posted hundreds to YouTube. Those are all still saved because YouTube will let me re-download those. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
Oh, so you can like upload them before you actually post them to the public?
Wait, what do you mean?
Because you said that you have some saved on YouTube.
Yeah.
That you were working on.
Oh no, I mean like if once I upload a video to YouTube, it will allow me to like re-download the file, like, you know.
Oh, like any videos he's uploaded, he can just re-download it back.
I've already done. So those ones are saved. Those ones are fine. That would have made me really upset because, you know, at least because so at least there's some that I have, but the point is, a lot of the ones I was working on like periodically are gone forever, and like for every video that's currently on the channel, I think maybe like actually that's kind of like, okay, for every video that's on the channel, 1/10 of a video was lost. So like I don't know, not that bad if you say it like that, but yeah, there's a lot gone. There's
still a lot of
files that are
That's
gone.
still a lot of files.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty rough.
Yeah, just have this face of indifference.
It's okay. We learned from this, and now you're gonna buy a.
I will not learn. This will happen again. This will happen again.
I was gonna say you're gonna learn from this. You're gonna buy a separate, storage card just for your videos.
That's a good idea. You should have an external.
Or maybe like an
this.
extra folder in your computer. Maybe.
I'm nodding, but I'm gonna forget this as soon as we.
Okay, I got you. I'll make sure to text you every day.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had the same reaction to this as I had last week when we recorded. I didn't tell you this, but because I was staying in a hotel that night, I opened up the bag, and there was just like peanuts because I had trail mix. There was just peanuts, and raisins and cashews and almonds, just
all the
all
stuff you
over
want with your recording equipment.
Yeah, yes, it was mixing with the mic, and I was just. I don't know, man. It was just making me think, like, what's wrong with my life? Like, I don't. Hey, it's just like, what am I fucking doing, dude? It's just like, yeah.
I felt like I'm thinking like those are dry ingredients. What's the worst it can do to your hardware?
Yeah, at least it wasn't like an open jug of milk or something like that.
Why milk?
Casually bring an open jug of milk. So
I don't know. I'm just saying like that.
That's like saying
would
like,
be,
oh
like,
yeah, I
the worst
accidentally left
scenario.
open a jar of jam in my bag.
of course, my jar jam.
Look, hey man, you never know. You never know. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I have had like a milk jug explode in the back of my car, like after getting it from the grocery store.
How did that happen?
Like it just fell over and just leaked all
Okay,
over everything.
No, that's on
so-
you. You didn't put it in the trunk. What the heck, dude?
It was in the trunk. That's where it was.
Okay, never
It
mind.
just fell over.
Oh man, Chris.
Yeah, it was. The car smelled for a while. It was like not easy to clean all of that.
Ooh.
yucky.
Anyways,
Oh wait, there was one thing else I wanted to say. Oh, by the way, guys, last episode, thank you, Gino and Chris, for taking over because was having some nosy neighbors the other day. They were yelling a lot. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, but they were like yelling and knocking and like, I think I heard at one point like, I heard like a knocking and I heard someone open the door like, fuck you.
Oh.
I think the tone is like, fuck you think you're doing, but. Whatever. Anyways,
okay.
see if I was kind of silent that episode, that's why.
Yeah,
They were
he
not
was,
gonna
he was
like
looking
We're
kind
gonna
of
hear that
paranoid
during
too.
editing.
A little
Yeah,
paranoid.
he kept like walking away while we were recording.
I know, we're out here just talking, and you just see him walk away, and we're like, look, me and Chris are looking at each other like, should we keep going? Like,
Oh well, no, that was because I was smoking.
what?
Oh,
No, sorry, I was, I went to go heroin. But-
wow.
Yeah, but so that wasn't related. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
today,
It was
guys.
much less frequent than I thought then.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I have a problem. Today we have a special episode for you because Gino.
It's me. Yes.
Yeah, you. What did you do today, buddy?
Very. Today. Actually, today I finished catching up to Blue Lock. I don't know if you guys have been watching Blue Lock. It's one of the new animes this season. In the beginning, people actually like on Twitter specifically were making fun of some characters because of the faces they made. I was like, these are the faces from the manga, so it's great. Catching up to the manga, it's like how anybody feels when you catch up to the manga. You want more, but you can't until they update it. So like, I don't want to spoil anything to you guys, but let me tell you, it gets real intense when you get up there. I recommend if you're not gonna like watch anime as much, I'll just read it. It's practically like straight from the manga to the anime. Like it's a perfect adaptation, practically, just like Chainsaw
What's the
Man.
category of this?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what's the category?
my apologies. It's a soccer anime, but like
are there a lot of like sports animes? Is that a thing?
Yes.
It's a whole category?
there are
Yes,
sports
yes.
animes. Yes,
Is like the plot like specifically the sport, or is it?
it's usually
is it
like
a
one
rom-com
person.
that's like.
It's usually one person like, oh, I'm weak, and then they become like one of the best. Kind of
Okay,
trope,
so it's supposed to be like a
like underdog.
underdog kind of things.
Yeah.
So okay, that reminded me, and now I need to make sure of the name of it. It's either 50% off or I think like the actual thing is free, and like the
Oh, you
dubbed
watched that?
comedy
Oh,
thing is 50%
free! We're talking
off.
about free now.
Oh,
No, but 50% off, like the dubbed, like
the spoof, right? Kind of.
yeah, the spoof.
I watched some
That
of
thing
that
is
actually.
so fucking funny. It
Wow,
is so funny.
I would have never pegged you to ever have watched that ever.
It was something that like my friend showed me, and I was like he showed me like the first episode of it, and I was like, I have to watch this. Like this is like it was funny. I thought it was really amusing. It's just like really wild. I have no idea what the actual anime is about. There's certain scenes in there where I'm like, I don't know what could have led to this actually happening, like plot wise.
Did it change your sexuality?
No, it did not.
But they are really hot, right? You have to say. You have to.
You gotta say they got.
I
pretty
guess
They
so.
are
Yeah,
really
like,
hot.
it's-
You do want to
they're,
like kind of.
constantly shirtless.
They're
so.
swimming.
Doesn't that make
I
you
mean,
like want
yeah,
to swim
that's-
a little bit? Make you. get in the water with
It
them.
makes me wish I
kiss
had
them,
a swimmer's body, but
kiss
that's
them,
like
make out with them.
I don't know why, but like sports animes make me want to play the sport, and then I proceed to try and fail, and then I go back to watching the anime again.
they do a really good job of like romanticizing like
Men.
outdoor activity. I feel
Yeah.
in
really
animes.
hot.
Jared's like I was full
he's
into this
he's
for a
stuck
different
up
reason.
there. He's
Just-
heading to
I'm
clouds
just-
right now with
No,
free.
I'm just thinking about how hot they are. Anyways, that was Gino's anime recommendation corner, guys.
Yeah,
if you like
anime recommendation of the day:
Wait, what was it called again?
Blue Lock.
You forgot it already?
Okay.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's
Chris, if you like comedy, actually, there's a good one I want to. We can recommend that next Gino's anime recommendation corner, but there's a really good one I have to show you that I like. Yeah,
That you
Okay.
like? Okay.
that I like, not opposed to what stupid Gino likes.
yeah.
He'll
God.
he'll like anything with hot guys in it.
How'd you
Let's
know?
see. How would I know? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I watched Mob Psycho. It's good.
Ooh.
Yeah, Chris, I think you'd like it. I think you. I think you and your girlfriend would
Just
like
fucking
it.
just exposing my entire life.
Whatever. Yeah. Let me. What's your address and social security? No,
We're
but
not
it's
gonna
good.
cover
It's-
that this episode.
yeah.
Mob Psycho is
Well-
good. It's just
Wait,
I
what is it
couldn't.
about?
I couldn't.
Oh my
the art
God.
style was so weird that
No,
I couldn't.
Gino, shut the up. It is.
I am
no.
watching it. I am watching it. I'm
No.
saying it is amazing. It's just the art style kind of threw me off in the very beginning. It
You're
threw
right,
me
no.
off. That was it. That was
No,
it.
no, I don't know why I'm judging you. You're totally right. No, you're right. It is kind of weird. It looks complete. It's not like conventional, I guess, but the animation looks really good, and it allows for more fluid movement since its characters look a lot simpler. That
Yeah.
animators have more time to animate the all the movements, which it looks really nice. Again,
What's
it
it
looks
about?
great. Yeah, it looks great. It's about a kid. His name is Mob. And he is
Is he a psycho?
he's a psychic.
He's a psychic.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
He
a
has psychic
psychic.
powers.
interesting. All right.
And
Well,
he-
and what's the overall genre of this one?
It's
superpowers. Superhuman.
action. Comedy. It's comedy. It's
and
comedy.
comedy.
Action comedy.
Action
He-
comedy.
he
just
teams
like
up with
One
a
Punch
20
Man.
Yeah, it's made by the guy who
Okay.
made One Punch Man.
I knew the
Uh,
art style was familiar.
Yeah, he actually drew it himself. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
gets a lot better. Hmm.
If you've seen the original art style for One Punch Man, it's like, what am I watching? Or what
It's
am I
hilarious.
reading?
It's hilarious. But it's about I think a middle schooler who teams up, or he works for like a 28-year-old man, and they go around killing curses or evil spirits and stuff like that. But it's,
Killing is a very negative word.
right,
would-
he's
what would
exterminating,
Cleansing.
exercising,
Uh,
right? Exercising. He's exercising.
Exercising would be like
He's-
the real. What the fuck was that? Anyone else hear that? Okay. Exercising would be like the actual word.
Yeah, like
It's
he's
like
exercising. in spirits,
exercising
yeah.
them, yeah.
Taking them out for a jog.
I'm not explaining it well at all, but it's really good. I don't have it's I'm not doing it any justice. It's funny, it's fun. Mob is awesome. Honestly,
Character
if we-
development. Character
I could do
development.
a whole podcast just telling you guys about Mob Psycho, describing every detail about how much I love it.
We're gonna do one whole season of you just like explaining each episode, like one
Exactly,
episode
word for
per
word.
one episode of podcast. It's like full on
And
detail.
analysis
exactly.
right after
Analysis
immediately
per episode.
after. Yeah.
Exactly.
If there's seasons, we'll get into seasons 2.
Exactly. There's
Season
I
two-
think there's
season
two
two is a good
seasons, right?
season.
Or one season only. Oh,
There's
no,
3 right now.
There's three
Oh, there's
seasons.
3. Okay, so there we go. Sound off if you want to hear about Mob Psycho.
Yeah,
I have a
you
lot
get
of thoughts on
one
it.
analysis per one episode.
It's really it's really good. It's a really good show. I'm not doing it justice right now. My mind is like I want to organize my thoughts on it, but very very good.
Nice.
Chris, you got hit by a car today. How was that?
Wait, what?
I did not
You
get
got
hit
hit by a car?
No.
Yeah,
I did not get hit by a car. Like not even a little bit.
If you pan down
That-
the camera, you can actually see his missing leg.
Yeah, I've become an amputee now. No, I did not get hit by a car. I haven't done anything
Oh.
like
Then what were we talking about earlier?
About cars or just
No,
in
yeah, yeah.
what?
Remember when you said like, "Oh, Jared, I got hit by a car today and I'm missing a leg." I'm not sure what you meant by that. If you didn't say that, I guess.
No, I didn't say that. What I said earlier when Gino brought up what he had finished, earlier being right before we started recording this, I said that I've got only one more episode left of Andor.
And or
That's Andor.
and is it like and
Andor.
or
No,
like and
it's named-
or?
It's like
character.
it's and or if you
His name
mash
is
it together
Andor,
and make
yeah.
it one word.
Oh, so it's
it's
like
Andor.
Andor.
Yeah,
Like that's a
Andor.
name.
Yeah.
I thought you guys
Yeah.
were like saying and or. I'm like, what?
No, it's a. Where have you been? It's
So
a
it's a-
Star Wars show
not
on Disney
good.
Plus.
It's a Star Wars show. Okay,
You
okay.
say it's not good?
I don't like it that much.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not done with it yet, obviously. But look, if I have to get to like dude, you have to get to episode 7, dude. You have to just wait like 7 hours before it actually gets interesting. It's fine.
Okay, it starts off interesting. I feel like it starts off immediately like, oh wow, like this is kind of a dark.
Yeah, and then
like,
it
Star
changes
Wars
characters
story.
15 times. Like there's 15 main characters. I can't like
They have to bring in all these people.
it took
you to,
3 episodes for it to actually connect those plots. Like that's the
Okay, that's
not-
fair. There's a lot going on, but this is also like the longest Star Wars show that they've done so far.
which is good, right?
Star Wars
But
show.
there's-
Longest Star Wars show. What happened to Clone Wars?
Okay, well,
You got you
not
there, Chris.
Live action, like a current
Oh, okay.
happening right now. Live action. It's 12 episodes for the season, I think, and it like there's a lot of time for character development and kind of gauging what's happening with the story. And like it's a couple things happened that like I didn't think like that's the direction things were even gonna go for this. Like, you haven't gotten to like some of the better parts yet. It's a
Spoilers.
very touching story.
Spoilers. I got to the part where Andor killed the guy for betraying the team. That's interesting, right? But he's already done something arguably worse than that. Like when he was introduced in Rogue One, he killed the guy because he couldn't escape, and even though he was his ally, like I know, I understand who this person is already. They're not really sharing anything interesting. He starts off as a dark person. He kills people in the very first episode, even though he doesn't mean to do it. But he does it out of necessity. It shows that he's capable of killing people. I knew that already. I knew what he's capable of.
But that is not the development you get out of this show. I feel like you're not here to like figure out like why is Andor so willing to kill people. Like,
well, then why is
he
his
introduced
name
some
if it's
rebels
not
as,
about
like-
him?
I have a
It's-
question.
No, it is completely
Go
about
ahead,
him.
Gino.
Yes, Gino.
Who's Andor?
Well,
Did you watch
I'm
Rogue
glad you
One?
asked.
I think I did, but I don't remember who Andor is.
He's the only Hispanic guy in the
He's
Star
like
Wars
the-
universe
The
besides
Well,
the Mandalorian.
what?
Besides
Yeah, the Mandalorian.
I'm just.
Wait, Andor, give me some details here. Like,
Okay. Well, so like Rogue One, he's
He's a
like
rebel.
one of the main characters the whole time. Yeah, he's a rebel.
There's like too many main characters in that one too. That one also had an issue with
I
main
remember
characters.
Finn
too.
and-
You didn't like Rogue One, or that's not
It's
Rogue
okay.
One.
It's okay.
wait, that's not Rogue One?
No, that's The Force Awakens.
The Force
and,
Awakens.
new trilogy.
No, I'm talking about Rogue One. There's too many. There's like 15 people, and like I didn't
To look
look.
this up.
If you ask me like who played, like why was Donnie Yen? Yeah, he can stay. Like the guy who's like the Force's with me. But his brother,
Okay, yeah.
he needs to be the spy, the traitor. He needs to be there. K2SO4. Like I know he's funny. I'm pretty sure he put there because like the kids liked him and the focus testings. But did he really need to be there? You know,
I feel like I feel like K2's like
we're alienating like
just-
our entire
just him
audience
being
right
there.
now. They have no idea what we're talking about. Entire
I'd
audience
like
is
to hope that at least some of them are up to date with Star Wars or
watch
mildly
Star
interested.
Wars,
But like
consume Disney.
it's good. It's good. If you watch the Clone Wars, if
Ooh,
anything,
watch Clone Wars. Yeah, that's good.
watch the Clone Wars.
Oh, yeah.
That is the best part of Star Wars.
Oh, we were supposed to.
You
talk
can
about
at me. I hate everyone who doesn't think that the Clone Wars is good.
I
Like
think
if you can't accept that, I don't think I can have a conversation with you. That's it.
I think we're supposed to talk about Tales of the Jedi, and we just kind of got on a tangent.
Okay, yeah. So Andor's good. Jared's wrong. Let's get into Tales of the Jedi.
Sure, I could explain why I don't like it. If you want to hear more about that,
Not Jared becoming a robot for a second. Or should I
I
say
can explain.
Megatron?
I can explain why I don't like it. I mean, I don't hate it. Like, if you want more,
if
comment.
you're willing to hear about
If you're
Star
willing
Wars.
to hear more, I will talk your freaking ear off about it. Tales of the Jedi. Chris, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I honestly, anything, for the most part, anything animated in the style of the Clone Wars, like I can really get behind. I feel like they do those stories so well.
Right.
Tales of the Jedi, like
think,
it was shorter than I thought it was going to be. Like
yeah,
way
it was all
shorter.
at once
I thought,
too.
yeah,
I think I
I
only
thought.
liked about half of it though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Wait, you only watched half of it?
I think I only liked about half of it. I really
Oh,
didn't.
liked about half of it.
And I get why the Ahsoka and Dooku stuff were put together, like, because like they're two sides of the same coin. They're both people who fell out of love with the Jedi Order because they
Right.
realized the hypocrisy of the Jedi. But
Right.
I'm just the Ahsoka stuff kind of felt like like it didn't feel like completely necessary. I feel like there could have been a
was-
more involved story in there.
Yo, there's another Yoda in this one.
Wait,
Sorry,
which
I just
one?
looked it up. Like, so
Yeah.
there's a female Yoda.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yaddle.
Is it Yaddle? Yeah.
Yaddle?
Yaddle.
Yaddle.
Yaddle. So there's
Can you
Yoda and
believe that?
Yaddle.
Yes.
Yoda Yaddle,
They
yeah.
were really creative with the names.
Mhm.
Yeah, she like her character in the prequels, like you don't even see her.
Actually, you see her
It's-
for a minute,
You see her like on the council, I think,
for like
and
5
then that was
seconds,
it.
and yeah.
Yeah, that was all the screen time she has. Like,
I
and
guess she
the whole
dies
time you're
off camera.
basically led to believe that Yoda is the only one of that species, which is kind of like
I guess I forgot and just took her out.
I
I
think
don't
that's
know,
why
man.
that's why they brought her into this. But yeah, I do feel like I liked the bits with Ahsoka because it's always great having Ahsoka on screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was really touching. Like it's Anakin and her interaction. Like for a long time we haven't gotten any of that, and for it to be kind of geared towards his, in a way, like he was kind of, I think, kind of like overboard with like their training in this. But
It's really like on the nose. Like, oh, look, she practiced in a circle formation, just like what
Yeah.
happened in the ending of Clone Wars. Like, it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like
it is on the nose.
in your face about it.
But
That's fine. That part's fine. I'm cool with that. The training.
yeah.
I guess Gino's like giving me a face right now, like, excuse me, what the
Oh.
freak?
All I remember, I saw a TikTok video, okay, of Ahsoka like training with is it Anakin Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
right. And he's just telling her, if you can't beat the boys, you can like something about what is it? The Rex and everybody, because he was like training.
Yeah,
with
Rex and the boys.
If you
them.
can't
Yeah,
beat Rex
if you
and the
can beat
boys.
the boys, that means you can survive like
the droids.
the droid. So like, and then there's like a scene, and then this like time skip. She's like older, and she's actually fighting the boys.
Yeah.
And she was like,
yeah.
but
Right.
but like it shows how skilled she was because she was blocking all of their bullets while being surrounded, but
Mhm.
she's deflecting them that like by not hitting them at the same time
Yeah.
with the
yeah.
bullets.
Right.
Now,
Which-
Actually,
Like
that's really smart.
right. And I think that's one thing that's kind of possibly overlooked in this is deflecting the bolts in general. Like that's one thing, right? And that's kind of like the issue with droids and like the Jedi is it's the amount, like they can be overrun by the amount of droids, and that's why like Anakin's saying like, oh, if you can like take out the clones, like that's harder to do than the droids because the droids is just numbers basically. But for Ahsoka to be deflecting these bolts, well, they were like they were on stun. All the blasters were on stun, but to deflect them and not be taking out the clones at the same time.
Well, actually, when it was on stun, it doesn't reflect. So I'm being like a
Oh,
total
does it?
loser.
Oh,
No,
does
no,
it really
does-
just absorb?
Yeah, when it's on stun, but when she was actually getting shot at, she was actually deflecting it in a
She-
way so it wouldn't kill anyone.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to kill them. Yeah,
Which is like a huge contrast from
That is-
Yoda and
yeah, that was like
Obi-Wan fucking murdering
I-
everyone at the temple.
Yeah. Yeah. That was also
Ahsoka
so
Big
great to
Brain is
see.
what I'm. It was what I'm
Yeah,
hearing
Ahsoka
here.
Big Brain. That's right.
Ahsoka Big
She's a
Brain.
good, great character. Yeah, I like
She is,
Ahsoka a lot. Yeah,
But and like all the backstory on Dooku, I think
that's
was
great. That was good stuff.
that was beautiful, and it was so rough. I mean, it's similar to like we already got Ahsoka's side of the story and her leaving the Jedi, in the Clone Wars, and there was like seasons for that. But like in just the few episodes they did with Dooku and his story, and his dealings with the Jedi, like that was A plus right there. Like they
Yeah,
did
you
a
don't.
really good job.
It's just really effective storytelling. Just the how he just not easily, but over time, falling out of love with the Order. Just it was very organic. Even if it was each episode was only 20 minutes, it said a lot. And even in subtle
Yeah.
things like Mace Windu accepting the role of master, and how Mace Windu is like
Right.
a representation of the Jedi Order, arrogant, very up to following all the codes, very
Right.
just up his own ass, like the Order.
And that that's like another maybe not a lot of people probably don't agree with this. Do not like Mace Windu.
Oh,
Especially like after the Clone Wars and all this, like I'm like screw Mace Windu.
well,
Like
he's
the Jedi Order would have been better without him.
people. I think that people only like him because he's Samuel L. Jackson, and he's like as the only purple lightsaber.
Yeah, which that is fair. Like Samuel Jackson's legend, and the
Mhm.
purple lightsaber, super cool. Story
Yeah.
behind why he has that too is also amusing. But
Wow, that's really nerdy that you know that. Not like my nerdy
course
where
I know that.
where I understand symbolism. Your nerdy is stupid lore.
you no, not I. Well, I guess I know the lore too, but like why he has it, like period, is not. That was just a thing between Samuel Jackson and George Lucas.
Oh yeah, where he like, hey, can I have this? And George Lucas is
Yeah,
like, no, only the Jedi only use the blue and green ones. That's just the good guys. The bad guys have the red. And
yeah.
why
He's
not?
like-
Well, I mean,
yeah,
like,
Gian.
and now we've got like orange and white and all that stuff. And
Yeah,
that's good.
very cool. So I guess we could talk more about that. Maybe if people want us to talk more about that,
Yeah.
use your voice to comment if you want to hear more about this in the description below.
You can't tell, but he's
Yeah.
pointing at you guys, very,
Pointing
very
what?
sternly.
mm. I just started thinking. Can you guys how are you guys at accents, by the way?
Is
Accents.
this on the record?
Just any accent, any old accent.
I don't want to
I feel
be
like I could be okay.
racist.
Oh boy.
What do you wait?
That's-
What?
I mean, isn't it technically racist to impersonate an accent?
What are you talking? I was talking about like British or something. Like you're.
That's-
What were you thinking of?
But still,
I'm
You can't be racist.
not like
You're-
fantastic, but I can do some things like okay. I have to like spend a lot of time to like really get into that like kind of
Yeah.
headspace.
I'm not that
Mhm.
good at it.
All right, say an accent. I'll do it right now.
Vietnamese.
Hello, I'm. Hello, nice to meet you.
Uh,
Well,
what?
he's from Vietnam, but he was born there, but he was raised in America.
You reminded me of this one Chinese dude in TikTok where he's like, "Watch me impersonate a white man." Hello, can I get gluten free or maybe?
Oh yes,
I
that
forgot,
guy.
but then like he did the
Yeah,
opposite
he
of
like
He
opens his
yeah,
eyes.
he
Like, he's
did
an
the
Asian
opposite
guy.
of
And
being
he
Asian.
opens
He
his
instead
eyes.
of squint
Yeah.
pulling his eyes to make a squint, he just like
Gino
like,
is squinting his eyes right now and making the face. No, I'm just letting you know he is Asian. He can't do that.
He can't do that.
He gets a pass.
I can.
He
I can do
can.
both. I'm Asian over here.
Yeah, he's in Chris is Asian, right?
Well, technically, I'm
There's no technically. There's
half
no
Chinese.
technically.
No, it like genetically.
No,
I'm
you
half
are.
Chinese.
You are not. Your mom does not introduce herself and say she's Chinese. She tells me she
No,
is.
yeah, no, we're Thai.
Yeah,
But
you're Thai.
But
like,
genetically,
genetically,
You're
Right, yeah,
Chinese.
Bro, you want to be
genetically, I'm
Chinese so
Chinese.
bad.
No, I. It's weird to say I don't. I'm just like I didn't have that clarified up until like recently, so I find it
Mhm.
really strange. But like, because if you, I don't have like distinctive like Thai physical traits.
Mhm.
Like, and neither does my mom because she's also like both her parents are Chinese,
Mhm.
Hmm.
but that she was born in Thailand. So there's like a lot of backstory on me that feels weird now. But now you know
It's
that.
okay. Now we know
Yeah.
you're half white, half Chinese.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll just stick with
Culturally
Thai.
Thai.
Culturally Thai. We'll
Culturally
stick
Thai.
with
Yeah.
Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Culturally Thai.
Yeah.
And
All
Gino
right. Now, what are
is.
you guys? Because we're
Yeah.
putting this out here.
What?
What,
Yeah.
Gino? What are you?
I'm Asian.
That's all you need to know.
Nice.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm Filipino. I'm full Filipino. I was born there until I was 10, and then I moved here in the
You
U.S.
He
came
was
to
born
America.
there until he was 10. The birthing
Yeah,
process
yeah.
took 10
It took 10
years.
years
And
to
then,
birth me, and I came
yeah.
out a 10-year-old too.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's when we met him, was
Yeah.
when he was 10 in the US.
Yeah. What about you, Jared?
Me. I'm
Jared.
half Jewish.
You're just half.
I'm half Jewish. Yeah.
What's the other half?
Yeah? What's the other half?
Gotta
Or
have a
you
little
just.
bit. Gotta have a little bit of mystery here, guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so
Okay.
so we're
I'm
here
just- I'm just- I'm
exposing
just-
ourselves.
You're
and
putting-
then
you're putting
like,
Gino and I out
wanna
here.
be special.
Okay, no, I'm half Peruvian. My mom is from Peru. My grandma, who lived with us, she's from Peru as well. She's like, yeah, full Peruvian, whatever. My dad is
Ooh.
from New York, and he's a Jew, so half Jewish. And yeah, I guess technically we're all,
Pretty
I guess
mixed.
Oh, Jared and I are mixed.
yeah. Are we white?
Gino over here.
I feel like we are sometimes. You and I, Chris. Oh my god!
Oh my
Just bleep that out. Just bleep that out.
No, keep it, but just bleep it out.
Oh my god.
Hold on one second. It's getting hot in here.
Oh
Okay. All right. Hey, whoa! What happened? Something happened here. It's a draft. Okay.
God.
my god. Just put it all out there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, well, okay, you know what? Like, we're already on this topic, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if we're gonna get into like identifying ourselves and all that,
Yeah.
as far as like
are you white or do you,
media wise,
like, what do you say you are? When you introduce
usually
yourself.
I mix. Usually I say I'm mixed. I'm mixed. I this is kind of, I was just thinking about this earlier today too, which is kind of funny. I think with like mixed, like white and then whatever, I feel like there's like that stigma of like, oh, you're not really like whatever your not white side is. You're like white because you're half white. But like, it goes both ways though. Like, some like people would not consider me Thai. You know, some people wouldn't consider me Thai at all. But I am half Thai, right? Like, I'm not just white. And then on the other side too, it's like, oh, I'm not like white enough to be just white. And some people would consider me Asian,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
for that same purpose. If I identify myself, I'm just like, oh, I'm mixed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's like something I was thinking about earlier today. It's like I'm not Asian enough for some people, and I'm not white
Yeah,
enough for some
yeah.
people. So
I totally get it. When I hang out around with actual Hispanic people, like, I'm the white guy, you know.
yeah,
And like, yeah, but like when I hang out, I very rarely will I do this, but when I'm hanging out with just white people, I feel like kind of awkward. Like, I feel I don't relate to you guys at all. Like not really.
Yeah.
And they treat me like I am actually Hispanic, which makes it a little weird. It's just
it's weird in its own sense.
yeah, it's just it's weird being, because like you're not one thing, you're not the other thing. Like
Right, you're on the fence the whole time.
exactly, and they tell you like, oh, you're not this or you're not that. You're what. Yeah, whatever. What can you do?
Actually, kind of input
Yeah.
from this because I had to take a mandatory Chicano class.
Oh wow.
And then
Oh.
I took so it is history, and from you guys' experience, like I can actually like relate this to back then. This has been going on for like a long time.
Right.
Chicano
history.
Chicano history, pretty much, the colonizers, and then like the
Right. Yeah.
would you call them like Mexicans? Was it? Or actually,
like,
I don't want to
Chicano
offend
culture-
anybody.
It depends where, because like
Yeah, but like the
in
middle ground is the mestizos, or I don't know how to say it properly. Is they get booted out from? Oh no, is it Indian for Chicano? No, it is technically
I'm not.
Like Native American.
Native American. I don't know, but okay, I think this is
'cause-
more on the like I don't know how to explain it, but as I said, this goes all the way back. Mestizos don't have a place for white people because they're like no, you're mixed, and then when they try to go back to like where the roots are, they kick them out because they're like, you're not one of us, you're mixed. So like for like the longest
Right.
time, mestizos have been like this middle ground, and they had to like fend for themselves, kind of thing. Like no group would take them in, except for like some groups. They're like, if they're nice enough, or if they prove themselves, which is kind of like bad in itself. Like, oh, you have to prove that you're white, or you have to prove you're this, or
Yeah.
whatever. So like, I was like learning all that, and then like you guys talk about it, I was like, whoa, it's still happening today, but it's just not as bad.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy.
Well, like Gino, you're Filipino, right? Like,
Yes.
Spain
Asian
colonized you guys.
Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spain also colonized Peru, which is where my
No, Spain
mother's
colonized
side is from.
Philippines too, unfortunately.
Yeah. So like technically we are kindred spirits in a way.
We are.
Kindred spirits.
Just barely though,
Yeah.
because
Barely.
I'm still half. Yeah. It is interesting.
I was like, I just wanted to point it out because that was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, you guys talking about that? And I was like, this just popped in my head. Like, oh, I kind of learned this from class.
Right.
In real life, wow.
I know. I was like, whoa. I thought this shit. I thought this stuff happened back then only.
No, yeah, it's. I feel like, I could be wrong. I'm not like super with it on all the medias, but I feel like the mixed genre of humans, I feel like get like undermined the most when it comes to like
Ooh.
racial issues.
Actually, like,
I'm-
yeah. I
No,
kinda
go
see
ahead.
that.
Because I hate mixed kids a lot too.
Oh my god.
What?
That was like
What do you
that was like
mean?
out of the ballpark.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll explain. But go ahead,
Explain.
Chris.
Okay, but I was just gonna say, like, actually nowadays mixed are romanticized now because of like
Romanticized.
Yes.
it's just because
Okay.
they have
You know-
a unique look to them that people saw that. Okay,
Listen to that, Jared. We're unique.
very unique.
Yeah,
Actually,
no, we're Wonder Bread pretty much.
Wonder Bread. Everything.
I
bagel.
feel like that's I feel like as far as like racial issues go, I feel like mixed people are pretty undermined, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not like fully with it on the social media. Although
Yeah.
I do agree that like also very romanticized. Like I get a lot
yeah.
of older Asian people who like come up to me like, "Oh my god, like you're so handsome. Like you're like what are you? Like you're
And
half
he
white
is.
and what?" And like that kind of thing. It's like I've always found it amusing, but it is kind of interesting too.
just to touch on that a little bit, because like people like because we're both light skinned, let's just say.
Yeah.
We tan, of course, we get dark,
Yeah.
but naturally we are like lighter.
Yeah, I haven't
That-
seen the
that-
sun in a while. I'm very pale.
Yeah,
now.
I haven't seen the sun in a bit either. That gets romanticized a lot, especially in Hispanic culture. Like being light skinned is an extremely valuable feature. That's
Okay.
what they, yeah.
You know what? To an extent, I agree with that. However, I think it depends regionally.
If you have ever seen a novella, you will notice that it's all just white Hispanics. Like that's what
Right,
the
and-
idea of beauty is.
Same thing with like Asian cultures too. Everyone in movies, they're all like light, pale skin. I don't know how it is in like all Southern American countries, but I assume it's similar kind of thing. Because the idea is like, oh, you have light skin because you're not like you don't work outside, and that's a
Yeah.
romantic, like that's the ideal thing in
Or
that
they have light
culture.
colored hair, or like
Right.
light colored
But
eyes.
in the U.S., I feel like it's different. In the U.S.,
You want to be
it's
darker.
like you want to
Tanner.
be darker.
Tan,
Right.
at least.
Yeah. Which is like, its
And-
own kind of interesting thing.
Just to touch back about how much I don't like mixed kids.
Oh, yeah.
I hate. No, I don't hate. I don't hate. Like, I was talking shit about Asians. I don't hate Asians.
Whoa.
Oh, where did that come from? Wait.
I mentioned earlier that I didn't.
Oh,
that
okay.
was that
I
was
thought
a
you meant
joke.
like at a different time, and I was like,
Oh
wait a
no,
minute.
never.
He's like, yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, of course. I was racist. Don't you know?
This is where you get canceled, Jared.
Yeah.
No. I was just joking about like because obviously I was friends with you and you're
Yeah.
Asian. I don't like because my girlfriend is mixed, right? She's half Asian, half Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
And she talks to me a lot about it. We talk a lot about it. The romanticization of being mixed, especially being part Asian. Like there was this TikTok I was watching the other day. There was this girl. She's a fourth Asian. She looks completely white, and she was like fighting for her life in the comments of everyone who was just saying like, "Dude, you're white. You need to accept it." It gets back to where you draw the line, but it was also like, and I did feel a little bit bad for her because like, yeah, you are a fourth, and yeah, you look white, but like you
Oof.
can't embrace, I guess, that part of your
Yeah.
culture. But then I looked closer into it, and she was looking at photos of her dad, and she was like, oh yeah, he's my dad, he's Asian, like and she was like looking at
Right.
her photos of her and her brothers, and she was like talking about, I'm so jealous because he has more Asian eyes, and I wish I had this Asian eyes, and it's just
Ooh,
like,
okay.
dude, you're
Yeah,
being
that's-
weird about it, man.
See, like, so that's one thing too. Like, as far as that, like, romanticization goes, right? Like, I feel like when you're half of like your thing,
Mhm.
right? It's easier to be, you can. I feel like just saying like you're mixed is the easiest thing.
Right.
But when you're like a quarter or less, it's kind of like how prevalent was that when you were growing up?
Yeah, no, that
Right.
Like,
makes
if you're a
sense.
quarter or less, like, do you know any of the culture? Are you eating the food? Like, is
Right,
any
yeah.
of that like part of your day-to-day
Yeah.
life? Because if it is, if that's like a very like
Like prominent
you know,
thing in your life.
large,
Yeah.
then yeah, sure. Like, you can say that, like, that's a prominent feature of you or your culture or whatever.
But
like, if
actively
that has
wanting
nothing
to
to
be
do,
Yeah.
more.
Exactly.
that's
like-
that's
Yeah, then that's weird. Like if it has like nothing
Yeah.
to do with your life, but then you're just like, but I am and I want to look like it. Then it's like,
Exactly. Yeah, she
Yeah.
wants to be Asian so bad, and it's like, it is weird. Like it is off-putting because like
and there's
you're not.
I feel like there's a healthy way for
yeah,
it.
there's a healthy way of
Like,
doing it,
you
which
can-
is just embracing the culture.
Embracing the culture, learning
Right.
about it,
Right,
like
right.
that you can do things like that and be a part of it. But if you're kind of like
Forcing
just looking
it.
at it from
Yeah.
a distance, yeah, and just for like trying to like tell people like, oh, I'm that, without
I am
like
this.
really
I am this.
right, like without really like
I'm sorry. Another one. I ran into
Okay.
another one. She was again fighting for her life. She kept making all these response videos about how like, you're actually talking to a Latina or something like that. She was calling herself a Latina, and she was like, she was saying like my mima, my abua, because she's actually talking about. I thought she was talking about being Brazilian, which they speak Portuguese, and I think abuela means grandma. Abuela means grandma in Spanish, right?
Right.
But what? But in Portuguese, it's like abu or something different. I don't know. But she was saying that my abu will be rolling in her grave. I guess she's talking about how she's half, and she was talking about how, like my abu faces kind of discrimination as well. And she puts up because of her dark skin or something, and she puts a picture of her abu, white, of course. And I was like, okay, this is weird. She later references the fact that like, oh, she's Portuguese. She's not even like Brazilian, and even if she
Oh.
was Brazilian, she's not Latina because that's completely different.
Yeah,
She
that's
just
a different. That's so weird.
Oh no! Wait, no!
Is it?
No! Sorry, she's wrong. She would be Latina. She wouldn't
would
be
be
Hispanic. I
Latina.
think she's saying she was Hispanic. She's not Hispanic. She would be Latina because it's in Latin America. God, I'm such a bad Hispanic. But
There's a lot to remember for this. I feel like.
Yeah,
And
I'm
also,
not
like,
that well versed into this like cultural thing. So like, sorry if I I was like, oh yeah, she's Latina, and I was like, oh,
oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we're like completely out of your wheelbarrow. Sorry, dude.
you're
Oh,
good.
but actually, talk because I had a lot of like we had a lot of Filipino friends in high school, and that was pretty cool because I learned
Yeah.
like how close Spanish was to Tagalog.
Yeah,
Which
the
yeah.
Mexican Asians.
I mean, like, it's not racist for me to say it because I don't know if it's racist if you make fun of your own race, but I usually call
No.
myself a sea Mexican. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know how offensive that is, but like,
It's like
I'm sorry.
we're primos. That I saw an article saying like, oh, we're primos. It's like talking about how it was talking about how like Mexicans and
Your
like
cousins.
yeah, like how Mexicans and the Filipinos are actually very closely related because of that stuff. So yeah, it's not.
Right.
It's fair to say that you're.
And the same is true for like many colonized nations. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
there's a lot of
There's
them
a
out
lot
there.
of them. Spain
But-
went burr when it came to colonizing.
Yeah, the Americas kind of got hit hard, but in a different way than. No, maybe not completely different, but like similar to like Africa and all those other countries. It's just,
No one's gonna watch this. Just,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just, we're being very real. This is... okay, all right. No, this is really interesting though. I'm actually very interested in this.
It's
but
just an
I
interesting topic. Kind of go off topic though. We started with
Yeah,
anime.
we got way off topic.
We got to start with
Yeah.
anime, and now we're out here
Oh my
with our
gosh.
races.
Yeah. Please
If
keep
you want to
watching.
hear less about this, please just let us know.
Yeah, just say it. We'll
Yeah,
stop.
just yell at us like, stop it, stop it.
Well, we could be a little bit more scripted later if this is just not working for you guys. We're trying to figure this out.
Please watch.
Please watch.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Man. Okay. I guess anything else anything to get off this topic. I'm sorry. This is like I like this stuff, but I do have a feeling maybe we should try something more approachable.
You're right.
A little less real.
Yeah.
I don't have a good segue off of this.
I don't either.
Anime. I was just thinking about anime recently, and it's just I don't know, man. I like how often I don't know, because I was just thinking like I don't like a whole lot of anime, to be honest. Like the ones I really like, and the ones I don't like, it's kind of like whatever. There's a lot of conventions in anime that I also really don't like. Like I know people like the fan service stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I know Gino. I know you know this, but it's just like a staple in the.
It is.
You have
It's
to have
most
it.
likely it's just used to hook in people now. And then sometimes it's kind of off-putting, especially if it's the first season or first episode.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know if I want to watch this. The amount of fan
But-
service is out there.
I get it.
Dude,
it.
that food anime though. I
Oh,
don't
that's-
remember what it's called. My coworker, she would
Food
watch some of
Wars.
this while working.
Food Wars.
Is it Food Wars, dude? That food looks so good. That's the type of fan service
It was
I'm there
was
for.
so
I feel
good
like
that it
food-
blew away clothes.
Ooh, yeah.
Food in anime always looks so nice. It looks like so comforting. Like that's what you want to eat on like a cold day or whatever the situation is. Like ooh, anime food.
Anime food. Comment down below your favorite anime food.
I feel like we should stop asking for interactions in the comments below.
I'm never gonna stop. I'm gonna do it every 5 minutes now.
Every 5
All
minutes.
right,
Just
the
'cause you
timer is
said
just
that.
gonna go off.
Mhm.
Please.
Please stop this
Um,
man.
If you don't want to, if you don't want to hear about interaction in the comments, let us know in
Please.
the
All right,
comments.
Stop
fine.
this
Don't
man.
fight.
He's out of
You know,
control.
whatever. Stop it. Dislike the video right now. Dislike.
Don't do it.
don't
They'll actually
comment.
do it. They will actually do
Don't
it.
share.
Wait, I thought the
Unsubscribe.
dislike button got removed. Am I wrong about that?
Wait, did?
Yeah.
Didn't it at some
No,
point?
it still works. You can dislike things, but
Oh,
it doesn't show.
It doesn't show.
It's to help advertisers, I believe.
That's true. I remember. Wasn't there like a Justin Bieber song that had like 1 million dislikes?
ooh.
Long time
maybe,
ago?
right. Ooh, dude, I remember when you come on. We went to the same middle school, right? I remember when, as a punishment for like a prank or something, some kid had to wear like a Justin Bieber shirt to school, and he got like bullied, and I thought that was like
Oh.
the funniest thing
What?
when I was a
Oh
little
my
kid.
gosh.
Yeah, I saw
I
kids
don't
like pushing.
remember that.
Well, I didn't think it wasn't funny at the time. I was like mortified because I didn't want it to happen to me. But I just saw a couple of kids like pushing him around.
That
Oh,
sounds
jeez.
horrible.
But I was really small, so I couldn't have done something about it if I wanted to.
Yeah, he
That's what-
was
that's what I
very
say to myself.
small. Little old Jared.
Big girl. Same height as I was in middle school. It's amazing the culture back then. It was a different time.
The culture in quotations.
In quotation marks.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Remember when we used to smoke Smarties?
What?
Yeah,
Well, I
I
never
didn't
did
take part
I
in
never
that,
did it.
but
I never
yeah,
did
I
it.
watched kids do that, and I was like,
How-
that's
why?
looks incredibly unpleasant.
Yeah.
I remember Ghetto Bears. Remember Ghetto Bears?
Oh yeah.
It
I never
was
had one.
literally just gummy bears with Kool-Aid in a Ziploc bag, but for some reason it got so popular that it got banned. Like literally no Ghetto Bears allowed to be sold in this school. Like
I just feel like it was cultivating like not the right attitude to have at school.
yeah, it
Like,
was like contraband. Like they were like
Yeah.
kids would sneak it in. They're like, "Yo, I got some Ghetto Bears. You want some?" They're
Dude,
like,
and
Ooh,
people were selling this stuff too.
Yeah, they could sneak in anything. Remember that time they found a condom in 6th grade, and some kids like picked up a stick. You guys don't remember this, do you?
"I do
No.
not."
Oh my god, there was in the 6th grade area because they sectioned us off because to I guess prevent.
Yeah, there's
bullying or
always
something.
section
Yeah.
chasing this off.
But in
Weird
the 6th grade
school.
area, there was a condom on the floor, and some kids started picking up with sticks and throwing it at each other, and I was like,
That's
God.
disgusting.
what is that? I hadn't.
What is that? Let me
I
go
didn't
take a
know.
look.
I was a bit of a
God.
late bloomer, but it was like sticky, and everyone was like rubbing it on each other. It was just so
Oh,
weird.
what the hell?
There was a huge crowd. It was.
I
good
remember
times, man.
actually, I think it was 6th grade because I remember I was in the 6th grade area. How I made a lot of money after Halloween is what I did, and I had a lot of Lego heads. So I had a gumball machine, like it was like a
I
toy
remember
gumball
this.
machine.
I remember this.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I put like a lot of Lego heads inside. And there was one like crystal Lego head, like it was like red.
Yeah, I gave that to you.
Yeah.
It was a red one.
Remember this?
Mhm.
Yeah, it
and
was a shark
then
head,
so
yeah.
it's like a gumball machine. You put in a quarter, you twist it, and then if you get a regular Lego head, since I got a lot of candy from Halloween, it's like you
Yeah.
put a quarter, you got a regular Lego head, you got a regular candy. But if you manage to get, you get to shake it too. If you manage to get the red Lego
Right.
head, I had like probably like 10 large bars of candy, and then if you get the
Oh
regular, you
my
get a
God.
large candy. But like these are all profit because I got all of this
Yeah.
for free for Halloween.
Even
The
though
only
you
thing I
used
had
my
to
Lego
spend,
heads.
yeah, the only thing I had to spend was
It was-
the gumball machine and borrowing Jared's Lego heads.
Well, you didn't pay me for it, so it didn't matter.
I borrowed it, and you're like, yeah, you can borrow it.
Yeah, I just gave it. I think I got some of them back. I definitely have the red ones.
Yeah,
still.
yeah, no, I gave it back to you. It's like,
But I did not get any of the profit, just in case you guys.
yeah,
were wondering.
that was all my profit.
Gino kept all of the $3.75 he got.
That's no,
This
actually, it
is
was a
when-
lot more than that. It was like $60.
Holy
Dude, you got $60 he
crap,
didn't come in.
And then like I still had a lot of candy left. It's just like you know, like I kind
I
of
feel
got
like this
bored
is
of
going to
it.
create problems with our dynamic now.
I got
Yeah,
bored
now
of it.
there's an imbalance now.
Imbalance. Like I have $60 more than everybody here. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. From 6th grade too.
Jared got slighted in his first business venture, and now
I'm
he's
gonna
been
hold that
scarred.
He
against
didn't
you.
even
Yeah,
know it was a
now-
business venture. I was like, "Can
I
I
did-
borrow
yeah,
a lot of Lego
That's like
heads?"
even worse.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't know how
even
much-
worse.
I had
Hey,
no idea
it's
you were
it's
making that
called
much money.
outsourcing.
It's called exploiting the labor of the proletariat,
There was no labor. I just borrowed Lego heads.
exploiting the resources of the natural world. Whatever. You're like a colonizer in a way. I don't know how, but you are in a way.
And then I think I did something similar. I bought like when you could buy like a pack of like fruit roll-ups or whatever, any candy you could buy in a pack, and I just sold every single one of them for like $1. So I like made like $30
You were
profit.
smart. Jesus Christ,
Bro,
dude.
kids will buy anything, bro. If it's candy, they're like, "I'll sell this for you for $1," and they're like, "Only $1? Heck yeah, I'll buy that." And then
You're-
we
Yeah,
have
so
Gino was
right.
this smart because when he moved here, he was like a year older than all of us in the same
Oh
grade.
yeah.
He was using that street smart to
yeah.
to dupe us all.
Yeah, no, Philippines.
Well,
I
I never
was
buy
I was on
anything
the
from you.
poorer side, so I'd do the gambling back there when I was little, and I had to use my head a
Mhm.
little
Oh
bit.
my gosh.
Yeah, one of the few gambling things I did was re- capturing random spiders because there was spider fights.
Oh, dude. Okay, Gino would just catch all these random bugs. I don't know how he do it. He caught like dragonflies and stuff like that off the wall. And, like I just remember him like one time by the cafeteria. Like we were talking, and I was like, "Oh, look, there's a dragonfly." And he's like, "Oh, you want me to catch it?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean? What do you mean catch it?" And he's like, "Here, wait, hold on." And then he just went like grabbed it by its wings and was just hanging onto this dragonfly. I was like, "How did you do that? How did you even have time to do that?" Oh my god.
It was a good time.
And lizards too. There's so many lizards at a school.
yeah.
You could just like fucking yoink them.
Yeah, they
was
won't bite
crazy.
you if you grab them like right under like their armpits. They can't turn their heads enough to bite you, so you just grab them like that.
Gino was
A bit of a
just
savant.
yoinking
back
all
then.
these
I was a kid.
all these animals and
Yeah.
bugs. Like
Okay, but
he,
like
he always let them go. He didn't just
yeah,
like
yeah.
murk them
PETA, like I
afterwards.
didn't murk anything. Okay, I
Yeah.
except for the spider things. Like they fight, and one of them kills the other. I can't really do anything
Spider
about
fighting,
That's
that.
so
right.
wild. That is wild. I've never heard of that before.
You've
So
never
it
heard
happens a
of
lot in South
fighting
Asians,
spiders?
like spider fights.
Yeah, like spider fights. I've never heard of spider fights.
You breed
never-
them too.
Okay, no way you've never heard of a spider
I
fight.
like chicken fights and like dog fights. Sure, spider fights. I've never heard of that.
Oh, my uncle, my half uncle, I guess, because all my mom's siblings are half uncles. Cut that part out. You can just leave it and leave that funny part in. What was I saying? My half uncle, I think he fights chickens. He's in Peru. He fights. He definitely fucking breeds them to fight.
Oh my god!
I've
Is
seen
that
him
not
prep 'em.
illegal there?
Whatever, man.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude's kind of funny though. He was kind of funny. He wore like a Bart Simpson shirt where Bart is like showing off his big butt, and he just wore that unironically out wherever we went. And it's just like, yeah, man, that's
Dear God.
Comedy gold.
comedy.
gold.
It said like culo, which means like ass. Something like it was Bart Simpson. Ha. Anyways,
Eh.
Gino was a little pesky little boy back in the day, huh?
Pesky. I wouldn't say pesky.
Little
More like
A
curious.
thorn in our sides.
Curious.
Curious George over here.
Willing to
I feel like
earn
he was
some
just
money.
exploiting us all.
I was not exploiting anybody.
Yes, you were. You were clearly exploiting people in this transaction.
Yeah, you exploited Jared for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe
There was no
maybe everyone else-
exploitation. I was a friend and asked for, can I borrow some Lego heads? That was it.
Yeah. I don't even know if I got them all back. I can't even say
You
that
did.
for sure.
Well, at least 90% of it. Some of them might have been lost in the process of doing the gumball machine thing.
so if
but-
anything, I lost and you gained. That's kind of what happened.
I offered to buy you some Lego heads.
Did you? I don't even remember.
I did, and you're like, no,
I
it's
feel
okay.
like-
I have more at home.
Gino wouldn't slight anyone on purpose. Like he's not that kind of guy.
It's innocent. It's innocent betrayal.
All that was happening
Yeah,
in my head
innocent
was like,
betrayal.
I need to borrow some tools for this specific business to work.
Right. You just got left out of profit, but he wouldn't slight you.
He wouldn't have if he had known that he was gonna make. He did know he
I
was
was a
making money. Never
child.
mind.
I was not gonna think about I gotta.
You
make
were like
profit with
12.
this
I was
person.
11. I was younger. I was a baby. I didn't know any better. Anyways.
I think
Business.
business.
This is a business.
This
In a
is our
way.
business.
I wouldn't hang out with
If
you guys
you-
if it wasn't for business.
But you wouldn't, or you would?
No.
Don't start a business with
No.
me because I'm not as smart as I
No,
was
what?
when I was little.
I thought that this was what was happening. I thought we were starting a business, Gino.
Oh no, this is not a business. This is a
This is a rejects club where we just hang out and talk about our
God,
feelings.
why
and cry about it?
Have we
and
talked
then
about that? Have we talked about why
What?
we're rejects? Have we talked about that yet?
we are,
No, I
we're
don't
all
think so.
part
Why
of
are we
ROTC.
losers? That's a
Well,
good one.
That's why we were like societal rejects, I guess. Yeah,
In a way, yes. In a way, yes, Chris. But in a way, no.
I guess that's also true. We made a lot of friends in there.
We did make a lot of friends.
Okay, maybe Jared didn't, but Gino and I did.
I made friends. They just don't talk to me anymore.
That's fair. I feel like I lost a lot of.
Well,
After
you
high school,
moved. I didn't move.
everyone
I'm still here.
Okay, you know what? Gino's still there too.
Hi.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he's here. But I don't
Yeah.
care much for Gino.
Oh, all right.
No, but in all seriousness. Oh my god, yeah. We were RGC kids. Oh my god. I used to think that was lame even back then. God.
Why were you in it?
My dad's friend's daughter was in it and she's like, "You should do it." And I was like 13. So I was like, "Yeah."
What was the last
And
name? Oh!
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bleep all of that out.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, please.
Sorry. Yeah, she told me to do it and I did it. She wasn't even there because she graduated.
You should graduate by the time you
Yeah.
got there.
I'm just thinking about it, dude. We were in like leadership positions back then. You and me, Gino. We were in leadership roles. We had.
Yeah, I didn't go that hard into it. These guys were.
I led
like,
children.
I did well in my own little corner of it, like in my platoon, my class period. I did well, but like I didn't do any leadership roles outside.
I made
of
children march, Chris. I made them march. I made them hold guns. I
That
taught them
sounds
how to hold
so
weapons.
bad.
Okay, they were.
If you just said that without context, I made kids march and hold guns.
They weren't real guns either.
Yeah, they were. They were just like had all their ghillie parts taken out.
They were real stocks, but like the. I don't. It wasn't like those were active
Oh,
firearms.
look at
that
Chris
you
here.
could use.
Oh, that actually, those weren't real guns. I think I know a thing or two about real guns, and those weren't real.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
He does. He has a couple of them.
I have a thing or two about a thing or two.
Oh my, yeah,
But
Chris,
yeah,
that reminds me of the time when I convinced you not to shoot up the school.
Oh my
That was
god,
really,
no!
That was really brave of me
Dear
to
God.
do that, by the way.
I'm cutting that out too. This is getting cut. That's too much. That's too far.
Whatever, that could be for us.
But yeah, the Rejects Club. I guess like that's part of it. I guess we're all kind of like societal rejects.
I got made fun of a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know about you
I
because
feel
you were
like-
too tall, but I was small enough to get made fun of still.
Chris
I
was
had-
very popular
I had-
too, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a lot of friends. I feel like I was a social butterfly, but that was like high school. I was also like made fun of a lot.
What?
Like prior.
Since when?
Yeah, dude. I did not.
Who
I
would
didn't
do
have
such
like
a thing?
Who would bully you?
I don't even like. It's just it's all slight things that you don't really think about like when you're a kid, but as you grow up and realize like the things said to you, you're like, oh wow, like that was actually kind of messed up, you know. A lot of mild racism all over the place.
I remember in elementary school, some kids would like do the thing with their eyes.
Oh,
I
dude, yeah.
I remember watching that and I was like, huh, that's kind of funny.
That's kind
I
of
didn't
funny.
do it. I didn't do it. But come on, I was like
Yeah.
5. Bleep that.
Yeah.
Just
Bleep that.
bleep the part where I said I liked it.
But yeah, I mean the Rejects Club bit itself, that's from The Amazing World of Gumball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that show. Good show.
It's such a watching that, like I watched some of that as a kid. I'm so glad I watched all of it as an adult because there is so much humor in that like does not land as a child, but it's amazing commentary just like on being an adult. It's
Says a lot
such
about
a funny
society.
show.
We should talk about Amazing World Gumball in one of these.
We should.
Yeah.
And we should talk about the Joker because it does say a lot about our society.
The-
All right, none of you guys laugh.
Wait,
Cut that out. Not funny. I'm not funny at all. I'm such a fucking loser. I said a joke and these guys didn't laugh. Keep all this in. Keep it in. Keep it in. Keep it in.
Chris and I's face. We're just like.
I did that thing where I looked around to see if anyone was laughing and they weren't. And I got
And it was
sad. Now I'm depressed. I'm gonna kill myself.
The Joker movie?
Yeah.
I'm
It's just
sorry.
a Joker.
You know what?
I think like we said, we talk about Amazing World of Gumball, and then he's like, let's talk about the Joker too, because
No, I said about we live in a society, and then you
Oh,
guys
we
didn't
live in a
hear
society.
that, and
Okay,
then I said
I-
Joker.
I'm sorry.
Ah.
Yeah, and it's too late. I'm gonna do it.
The the best jokes are the ones you have to explain. Yeah, but like Amazing World of Gumball, like obviously we're
great show.
here doing a podcast that's supposed to be geared around like anime.
Anime,
But
games, women.
yeah,
Anime-
we're
oh,
on like the
dude,
kind of
we haven't
niche
talked about-
stuff that's become popular now.
Yeah.
We were into that when it wasn't popular to be into that.
Yeah, I got bullied for liking Star Wars. You guys can't like it now.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the gatekeeping guys.
I'm gonna gatekeep Star Wars now
Yeah,
because I was
because
bullied as a child, and I'm gonna have to bully you first.
Yeah. I got shamed. Look, dude, everything I liked as a kid, now it's cool. Like, I liked Roblox. I liked Minecraft. I liked
Yep.
Clone Wars. And now it's cool. And I got made fun of for that stuff. Why is
So now I gotta make fun of you.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh
that's
yeah.
true. We gotta make fun of it. Yeah.
No, we're very inclusive. I feel like we're just gonna yell at each other about stuff.
I'm
but
not. I'm
okay.
not. Yeah.
Jared's a monster over here, but I'm
Literally, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Chris. Keep talking about your stupid idea.
Oh, I was just saying, like it's good to hear point of views from everyone. Maybe not Jared, he's just kind of mean, but yeah. It's fun.
That was kind of
It's
uncalled
fun.
for. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. Kind of
I don't know either, man.
came out of nowhere, huh?
But yeah.
We like talking about stuff. We have a lot of stuff to talk. Like, we have a lot to say. God, why don't I just suck around dick more? Cut that out. God damn it. What I just said was like, God, we're so fucking interesting. Why don't you guys want to hear more from? What was that? Jesus Christ. Actually, leave this in. God damn, I suck at this.
No, it's okay. We all suck at this.
Wow, why did I say that?
There's a lot I'm cutting out here. We just had like a very meta conversation, but
You can keep some of it in.
it's weird having a conversation that's like also geared towards an audience. We're still
right,
trying to
yeah.
figure that out.
Yeah, this is
Figure out you
not
guys-
something.
This
It's
is
a
not what
little
you guys want to
unnatural.
hear. This is not what you
Yeah.
guys want to hear at all, is it? Yeah. You can go ahead and say in the comments below. This is not what I want to hear, and I'll read it. and
We'll
I'll
pin the
heart it.
top comment. The most liked comments, Jared will pin that at the top.
I'll only pin it if it's something rude and mean and derogatory
Oh,
towards me.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's
Towards
his
me.
thing. That's his choice.
Yeah.
I feel like that wraps it up, right?
How long is it? Ooh,
We're
shit.
over an hour.
Wow, we're just time really flies when we're having fun with friends, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I guess that about does it for today. If you liked the video, whatever. Bye.